Howdy, y'all. Today, we're going back over Palantir Technologies and how their next bull run is here. So, for today, as you can see, we had a wonderful day, had a huge candle coming up from the bottom all the way up, almost hitting that 120 mark again, which we did dabble a little bit, but we ended up closing the day out really strong right here at $19.15 a share. So, with that being said, we're definitely going to come back up and test this resistance level. So, we're going to come back right here and we're going to show where our two main resistance levels were right here at $125.24 a share. And with that resistance being at the 52-week high, we're going to end up being able to continue to see a new 52-week high here in the short coming days, might even be tomorrow, because they have made the UK trade deal for the US government, and it has turned over a new leaf on the whole market. And once they've done that, we started this bull run. Then we had talks about China tariffs again for the meeting for this weekend, and Donald Trump saying that he's not going to back off on the Chinese tariffs at 145%. So the market decided it wanted to dip back down. But now under the UK deal, the volatility has came back up, and we're going to continue seeing more and more progress out of this stock. As you can see, it hasn't been wavered as hard as it previously was. So our next retention line ended up coming down right here at about the 107 mark, where we ended up last time we had a hard drop. We ended up coming back, and instead of breaking through and dropping below, we ended up dropping down and being able to keep the resistance on top of this line. So, since we were able to come up with a good day as far as a lot of trading, a lot of volume came through today, and we had a lot of good news that came in through today too, then we're not going to have to worry about seeing this line drop again, unless, of course, the government decides to do something crazy and it just tanks the entire market as a whole. But that still doesn't have anything in correlation as to what Palantir is being able to do on their own, because whenever you have a bull run where you end up coming up and having a short with a full build-up like this, then you have definitely been able to see the true contribution of where Palantir was over here and where Palantir still is valued at. A lot of people say that this stock is well overvalued, but to be able to come way up here and everybody say how overvalued it is and that it's just going to tank, to having the high market volatility that we have since we ended up having the Independence Day for the tariffs on the entire world against America, with us only coming down and being able to come right back exactly where we were at our highest, then that just shows and proves that this stock is not overhyped and it is just. So, and on top of that, they actually had HSBC adjusted their price target for Palantir from 92 to 96, maintaining their hold rating. So, that in itself shows something good, because they've been pretty headstrong on FactSet, where they have been pushing down Palantir hard, where they only believe Palantir is going to do marginally better, even though the returns that they came through after the Q1 earnings ended up skyrocketing to be able to completely reset the entire tone of this company for the rest of the coming year. So not only did they raise their target, but Citigroup maintained a neutral buy on Palantir, and they raised their price target from 110 to 115. So, and that one came in today, later this afternoon. So, with that being said, even all of the price targets throughout many different companies and many different theoretical companies that try to prove and try to predict what the stock and the market's going to do, all of them have been increasing their prices more and more, even though a lot of them say sell or neutral, it just keeps going up. So as it keeps going up, why not keep trying to buy while you have these small dips and double down to better your dollar cost average in your portfolio? Just to continue on this path, just to be able to continue growing and can make you and me very comfortable in the coming years as Palantir's continuing to grow as this startup company has been proving time and time again. The next good set of news for Palantir that is going to once again throw over for the next day going into pushing this stock up is they have a new joint commission that Palantir announced with a long-term strategic partnership looking at how the healthcare organization and accreditation data is gathered and utilized. So this is going to be helping their medical side for their commercial end outside of their government contracts with Raytheon and the U.S. government and the Department of Defense and things of that nature with Lockheed Martin and SpaceX. So that just goes to show that they're not only increasing only in the government sector, but they are also increasing in their commercial side, especially on the healthcare front as well. So because the collaboration that they're doing with this joint commission is going to end up allowing both the joint commission and healthcare organizations to increase their operational efficiency in the management of quality standards. So that's going to end up making it easier for the nurses and the doctors to be able to do their jobs, to be able to continue giving better health care to the people that need it. And that in itself is a lot better than just them sticking with the government. But kind of an oxymoron if you think about it, because one, yeah, they're trying to blow people up. And then they're trying to turn around and heal them in the hospitals as well as fast as and efficiently as possible. So, yep, Palantir's kind of got you covered on both sides. So, with all that being said, this stock is definitely going to continue to grow, and with a full bull side like we've seen here, and we ended up coming in, and I'll show a different trend here. So with a small pullback and a large lift with another small pullback, and we're right here in the middle, then where do you think we're going next, people? It's obviously to show because it's really hard to be able to try to predict and see another pullback for Palantir, especially considering the market and everything else that they've been able to endure and overcome in this entirety of the whole market scandal, I guess you would call it, for what's been happening. So, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. If there's a specific stock that you're into, then drop it down in the comments because I'd love to do another stock that would be able to grow the channel and be able to share with the community about other stocks as well. So stay tuned for this weekend. I'm going to be back in covering our rocket stocks because we have definitely needed to go back and touch on them because they have done exactly what it says. They have done nothing but grow. Even between the market volatility, they've only went up. So stay tuned and be ready for the next video. So this is the Stock Warden riding off. See y'all come back now, you hear?